Hi guys, it's James here. Welcome to another video from JJ Model Making. I've decided to put the limits down for a little bit. I've got a little bit burnt out after building the 10 or 15 or so stupid little tiny aircraft with lots of little bits flying around left, right and centre, and thought I'd get stuck into something new. In this case it's the 1:35 scale MRAP Cougar by MENG. It's an amazing vehicle, modern US truck. The kit parts are very, very impressive. The photo etch involved, there's decals obviously, and the instruction book is in colour. I've already done a video outlining what's in the box, so you can have a look on that, check it out here. It's a really, really exciting kit, going to make a good start on it. I've not built an armoured vehicle in 1:35 scale for about 10 years. So last built the M2A2 Bradley about 10 years ago, and I've got an M1 Abrams and a Challenger and a couple of other bits and bobs, but it's really looking forward to getting stuck into this. So let's get started. Before we get started, to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on. If you like the video, please show your support by clicking the like button. It really helps out the channel. Hi there, well fast forward a few days and I've done quite a bit of progress on the Cougar. So basically this is the lower chassis, so it starts off construction by putting the leaf spring suspension on the front and back for the all three axles or 6 wheels. Then you do the front, middle and rear axles. The fronts are steerable to a degree, and we have a bumper, fuel tanks I believe, and then sort of the transmission housing, and then this really funky little photo etch equipped ladder, which is quite good. And then there's a bit more photo etch here which is used. You can see some of the grating, which is quite nice. One thing I did find a little bit annoying, well it could just be user error, I don't think so, is that the parts for some of these, I think they're the suspension. So here and here you can see the parts are ever so slightly out of whack, because I think that the parts are wrong in the instruction leaflet. These tiny little, so I can point to them, my big finger, just here. These tiny little bits that stick into the actual wheel, I think around the wrong way. They look slightly wrong, so I'm not sure if that's just me or if that's part of the instructions, but if you are building this kit, something to watch out for. So after this is the interior tub, so you sort of the main interior of the vehicle, and I think there's about 10 or 12 different seats to build. And the cockpit, the dashboard, steering wheel, whatnot, and a few bit of photo etch on that, and then try and sort of paint that up, I think, and then possibly leave that to one side and see if I can seal it up without sort of gluing everything together and painting it in the wrong order. But that's the next step. So yeah, it's coming along really nicely. This is a kit you must build from the inside out, which presents lots of challenges as you'd imagine. Here I started putting the cockpit and troop bay together, and it even includes rubber seat belts. I proceeded to paint the seats, floor and dashboard, and even went on to weather all of the parts included. But a word of advice, unless you plan on having all the doors and access ports open, as well as lighting the interior, I'd say not to bother and waste your time. You honestly can't see inside through the windows once it's all completed. And here's the built but not painted completed model in all its glory. Right, well that's the basic construction of the Cougar all finished now. Everything is in place. I've sealed up the doors and the rear hatch, basically because you really can't see anything inside anyway. There's really not much point. Got the exterior window mounts here, so this sort of bit on the windscreen, I've got to do that on the front window, but I'll do that once it's all painted. And a bit of a accidente on the bonnet grille here, as you can see, so I put some white plastic card on top of that. But yeah, it's coming on really well. Left the gun off for ease of painting, but yeah, it's coming on really well. It's a good little kit. So next up is I'm going to put on some Tamiya Fine Primer rattle can or spray can, and then a black or NATO black undercoat, and then do some white on top of that for some highlight patches, and then get on with the base coat. So all coming along very nicely. I first used Tamiya fine grain primer and then used the airbrush to spray the model with Tamiya NATO black as a shadow coat. Next was the pre-shading, using Tamiya flat white on the surfaces I thought would reflect the sun across the model. With hindsight, I may have used too much here, but as this is a channel meant for fun modelling, I wanted to share my mistakes with you as well as successes. We all make mistakes, don't we? Following this, a couple of light coats of Tamiya Desert Yellow was used as a base coat. A short time later, thanks to the summer sunshine, and the model was all dry. After removing the masking tape on the windows and a couple of touch-ups here and there, I weathered the frankly enormous tyres and then proceeded to glue the spares in place with trusty superglue. All that I need to do now is a spot of weathering and fix a few smaller detail pieces in place, and the model will be complete. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for future videos like this. Until next time, bye bye!